demons and divas and demonites, bienvenidos, welcome back to my channel. Estoy bien despeinada. ¿Qué carajo? I swear, I just brushed my hair. I don't know what's going on here. I promise. If I didn't brush my hair, I would tell you guys, but I did. And now it's all sticking up. What the hell? Hi, Baze. What's going on? I hope everybody's having a fantastic Sunday. I woke up a little lazy today, but you know what? I was like, we're working extra days this week, so it's okay to just take it easy. So I have my little café con leche today. No hash browns, just coffee. I gotta get back on my diet tomorrow. You know, like I'm not on a diet. It's just like I have to eat a certain way because of my stomach, and I really have just been breaking the shit out of that diet, and my stomach has been suffering from it. So tomorrow we gotta get back to it. So you know what we're gonna do tonight? Chicken nuggets, babe. So if you tune into the stream tonight, the meal is chicken nuggets. We did pizza yesterday. We do chicken nuggets tonight. We get super drunk tonight, and then tomorrow we get right back to taking care of my tummy so I'm not feeling like shit all the time. Great. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day. So Psycho says, I went back and rewatched Saturday night's main event, and it was mid. You know what? The more that I think about it, the more that I have mixed feelings about it, because I watched it with you guys yesterday, and I had so much fun. I thought last night was a really fun stream. I want to thank everybody who was here last night, by the way. I think it was as of recently, one of our most watched stream. At one point, we had over 1,000 people in here watching. Like, it was so much fun. But I was talking shit, I was a little tipsy. Let me tell you something. The secret to having fun when watching professional wrestling is not complicated. The show can be mid or whatever, but if you're watching it with a fun group of people and alcohol and good food, you're gonna have a good time, even if the show is mid, right? But I watched a couple of reviews from some of my favorite YouTubers, and I'm finding a lot of mixed reactions to things. I will say, I would love to make the decision of calling back. You guys told me not to mark crazy finish to the steel cage match, but everybody's talking about that fucking finish. Everybody is talking about the finish because they hated it. But that was my whole point to putting that in the bingo card, was that it was going to be like a finish that will be talked about. And I'm sorry, everybody's talking about, even fucking, what's his face? The commentator, how did I forget his fucking name? The governor, I forgot his name, but he was going off about Damian Priest walking out of the cage. It wouldn't give us a bingo, but does it give us a bingo, Lego? I don't think it gives us a bingo. Let me see. I still have it. Let me see. I still have it. I kind of like went straight to bed after the stream last night. No, it doesn't give us a bingo. So for the first time in this channel's history, I am taking back, Jesse Ventura, thank you, Dangerous David. I am taking back a decision that we made, and I am marking it in the bingo card, because while he just walked off, everybody is talking about the fact that they hated that finish. And that, to me, that is considered crazy. I guess I should change the word crazy to controversial, but that's really what I meant, that it was gonna be a finish that nobody was expecting. And I don't think anybody thought that he would just peacefully walk out of the fucking cage. Okay, so I am taking it back, and I am marking it because everybody has made it a point to mention that fucking finish. So I usually I stick with what we end up with. So this is the first time that we're making a review, kind of like they do on the football games and all that, and we're reviewing the play, and we're gonna go back on the bingo card, and we're gonna call it back, and we're gonna mark that. So this is our real finish bingo card from last night. This is the first time we add an X after sleeping on it. You know, we have pillow talk about this. I had a pillow talk about it, and I decided, nah, I'm gonna mark it. So I don't like Cody coming back for a random tag match. I mean, I think there's a part of me that feels like, okay, you're protecting people that might not be able to, you don't want to, like, risk injuries, right? Like, putting CM Punk in these tag matches is really good for him. But last night we saw CM Punk, well, when we were able to see him because of the commercials. But last night we saw CM Punk do moves. That's exactly what I meant. Instant replay, the call has been overturned. But like last night, CM Punk was kind of cooking, and like Cody, Cena, see, I don't think Cena can go the way that he used to. So I don't know. I just feel like putting these people in this tag matches is just wasting possibilities for better matches, and I don't know. I just not excited over Cena and Logan Paul. Like, Cena is calling Logan Paul backstage, you're gonna lose the title to a YouTuber. So Cena obviously doesn't even have respect for him as a wrestler, but he's gonna team up with him. And I just thought that Cody will come back. I don't know. And why has nobody talked to Jey Uso about this? Like, Jey Uso has to face Gunther that week. Do you really think he wanted to wrestle at Money in the Bank? He might have not. But let me get to the super chats, and then we'll talk about tonight. Saturday night's main event is back there, and we gotta look this way. So thank you so much to Paul Kiyoko, the substitute T-shirt of the channel. Says, yay, noon hangout with Isa with a bingo bill. Not such thing as too much tribal queen. Thank you. I've been trying to. I told you guys I wanted to start doing a little bit more, and I know I'm not very consistent, but I really do want to start adding some extra content to the channel. And I had a lot of fun making the bingo card with you guys. And this one is going to be challenging because we're going to be watching 2 shows tonight. So we're gonna see how we fit it all in there. Sheldon, the professor, the CEO Jackson now extends to 269. The CEO says it's live on a Sunday afternoon before NXT and AEW. Nice. Here's to that. I'm feeling these daytime streams. I think I want to do more of them, actually. And we have Dangerous David. He helped us fill our quota last night of new members. Thank you so much, David, for always being here. From now on, feature Saturday night's main event and over and under for amount of time commercials is a must after last night. Please remind me when we do Saturday night main event in July that we must add a commercial timer. And we'll put in the bingo card a guess of how many minutes they'll spend on commercials. Thank you so much, Dangerous David. We do the video package timer for Raw and SmackDown. Future Saturday night's main events must have, they must have commercial break timing. I will say, I watched the last Saturday night main event. I wasn't able to watch it live with you guys because I had an event to go to. So I watched it after, and it was so nice. There was no commercial, so I didn't realize what people were complaining about. At the same time, this is a network special on basic cable television. And because we're so used to not having commercials like we used to, then maybe, I don't know. But I'm streaming, so when the commercials are happening, I'm having fun with you guys. I think it would have been a lot more distracting if I was sitting here watching, just watching the show. I would have probably just tuned out. Or I would have probably avoided, thank you, Psycho. I would have probably avoided social media altogether and watched it after, because I know if you go on Peacock and you watch it now, you will have the best experience because they take out the commercial break. So if you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. Now, if you haven't seen it yet, what I would suggest you will watch without commercials, I thought the tag match was solid, and you had the return of Bronson Reed. I really like that. I also don't think it makes a lot of sense because Bronson Reed and Seth were feuding, but I do have faith that they'll wrap it together nicely. They still haven't really told us why Braun Breaker joined him, but whatever. I will say watch the steel cage match, and you know what? I wouldn't even say watch the main event. I would say watch the last 3 minutes of it. But John Cena and R-Truth, bro, it had no business being as entertaining as it was. And I was so critical of it. You guys know, I said it kind of feels like a joke. But I have so much respect for R-Truth. Like, I really just appreciate him. And I remember that story time with Demon Diva. I met R-Truth in Chicago, and that was when he came back. Remember? Because Randy came back that night, and Punk came back that night. And I remember posting a picture I took with him, and I was like, the biggest return of the night. Don't at me. And it was me and R-Truth. And he was just sitting at the bar, eating his food, right? And I'm sitting next to him. Obviously, I wait until he's done. I was like, hey, congratulations on your return. And I remember just telling him, that I love him. And I'm like, oh, I'm here with Lucha Libre Online. He's like, hey, I know you guys. I follow you. And I'm like, what? And he pulls out his phone and he shows me that he follows Lucha Libre Online. And we just start talking. He tells me a little bit. Of course, I had to ask him off the record, but I had to ask him about the Brock Lesnar thing because that moment was just so wholesome. You know, he was telling me about it. And he was like telling me, he told me a couple of things that ended up happening. Like, he basically told me that night he was going to do so. He didn't tell me what was going to be, but he was like, I think I'm going to be working with the Judgment Day. And that's when he started doing the whole fake Judgment Day member thing. So he was just the person that you would think he would be, even more fucking wholesome and more nice. He didn't have to sit there and talk to me and, like, you know what I mean? We had like a whole conversation. The sweetest. So I love him, right? And I had a feeling he would make this work, but he was excellent. And I feel like John Cena there's gonna be a handful of people that John Cena picks for his final run, and I feel like Truth will be somebody that John Cena will pick and say, I want to work with him. You know, so I wasn't trying to be too critical of it, because in my brain, I feel like John Cena said he wanted this match in his final run. And I thought they did it well. So there's that. But, again, let's talk about the future, because the future is tonight. We have NXT Battleground, and we have Double or Nothing. I'm just going to put this message out there for anybody watching this stream right now. If you speak in codes, if you understand what I'm trying to say, is I really would like to watch Double or Nothing. So if you know any alternative ways in which I could, please hit up my email, nycdemondiva@gmail.com. I don't want to go to Prime. I don't. And I don't have Thriller anymore. So if you know of any alternative ways that I can watch Double or Nothing tonight, please email me. Let's talk. All right. I'm sure I'll find something, but I thought I'd throw that out there. Not paying $50 for that card. I don't think this Double or Nothing is worth the price that they're asking for it. So I'm not a cheap person, but I'm not gonna overpay. I'm not gonna overpay either. So we have NXT Battleground, and we have AEW Double or Nothing tonight. So this is gonna be fun to watch. Do they both start at 8 p.m., right? His return was Cody. Bronson Reed came back to $50. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Paul. Like, it's not necessary. Like, it feels so unnecessary to pay $50 for this shit. 8 p.m. Okay, so they both start at 8 p.m. tonight. Battleground. Let's do some predictions, and then we'll work on this bingo card. On Battleground, we have, I really don't care about this match either, but it's Hank and Tank against Josh Briggs and the Calling. All right, well, okay. We have this match. This match I care about. This match I'm all invested in, because you guys know in this channel, we love Tony D'Angelo.
What can I say? It's a family tradition. And the tradition will continue.
And tonight, Tony will be facing that rat, that traitor, Channing Stacks Mahomes. Stacks Lorenzo. He's always been Stacks Mahomes in this channel, because I think he looks like that guy from the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. All right. For the North American Championship, we have Sol Ruca, who's our current champion, against Kelani Jordan, who was our first North American Championship. I have a feeling they're going to do some crazy shit in there, so I'm excited for it. We have 3 World Championship matches on the line for Battleground tonight. I feel bad for people who don't ever enjoy the product. I enjoy the product, TJ. I don't know why anybody hate watches it, though. I can tell you, it's something, a lot of the times when something bothers me, and you know what, before I continue with the predictions, because I love that comment from TJ, before I continue with the predictions, a lot of times we get influenced, because when I started doing watch alone, so I stopped live tweeting the shows, I found myself enjoying the show so much more, because I'm here in my little bubble with you guys. You watch people tweeting about it, or like I did, I watched a handful of reviews, and I was like, wait, did I like it as much as I did? Because I signed off last night on Cloud9. But you know what the difference is, TJ? I went into Saturday night's main event with no expectations. I was like, we're going to watch some wrestling and nothing is going to happen. So when you see things happening, returns, surprises, angles that move storyline, I was pleasantly surprised with what they gave us, and I was expecting the commercials. So I can sit here after really thinking about it and tell you that I just don't want to see Cody in a weird tag match and us wasting Cena dates, because the dates do keep dwindling down and it's coming down to the end. But I'm not going to tell you I had a miserable time. I liked it. I liked Saturday night's main event. There's nothing wrong with that. I saw one of the reviewers saying, if you like the event, you're WWE show. And I was like, no, because I didn't like everything, but I didn't have a miserable time either, Anyways, back to the preview. We have 3 world title matches. First of all, we have the TNA World Championship on the line because Trick Williams ain't backing down to an average Joe. We'll be taking on Joe Hendry. I don't believe. Hi, Samantha. I don't believe. I wish Trick Williams won, but I don't see that happening. But I will be shook if Trick Williams won. Something else that I realized is that we're going to have a women's world championship match, and we have Stephanie Vaquer versus Jordynne Grace. Do you remember last year's Battleground? It was in Las Vegas at the UFC Apex. The main event was Roxanne Grace versus Jordynne Grace. Why has Jordynne Grace been stuck in the same position for a year? I know she wasn't on the roster last year, but hear me out. But like Julia is already on the main roster. I'm sorry, but justice for my girl Jordynne Grace, because she should be in the fucking main roster. I'm not gonna sit back and take this fucking shit, okay? How is she on both women's matches on Battleground while we're moving a bunch of people to the main roster? It doesn't make any sense. This is Jordynne Grace we're talking about, former Knockouts world champ.
I'm not gonna sit back and take this fucking shit.
As soon as she came back in the Rumble this year, I thought she was going to go straight into the main roster. So I don't understand. I don't understand. But, yeah, she was in the Roxanne match last year, and now she's going against Stephanie Vaquer. NXT for life, I guess. But I mean, because of what I told you, I feel like if Jordynne Grace loses, you need to bring her up, or let her win and bring Stephanie Vaquer up. But I wouldn't want to see Stephanie Vaquer lose and then immediately get called up. I'm not ready to see Stephanie Vaquer lose, which puts Jordynne Grace in a really shitty situation here. But I'm going to go with Stephanie here. And, of course, last but not least, we have Obafemi versus Miles Bourne. Nothing against Miles Bourne. I'm very happy he got this opportunity, but I just don't see anybody beating Obafemi. I mean, nobody. Literally nobody. But I think that, Miles Bourne has been quite surprising lately in the ring, in the promos, in everything that he's doing. So I think he's going to put on a banger. But I have no doubt in my brain that Obafemi wins unless something funny happens here. But it's crazy Jordynne Grace is still in NXT. I thought she was going to get called up immediately. Like, I thought when she showed up at the Rumble, she was part of the main roster. Hi, Alicia. So I don't understand, what we're doing with her. That's the card for Battleground. Nice and simple. We have how many matches? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches on the card. Not bad. Not bad. That should be an easy watch. And we have Double or Nothing. We have Double or Nothing.
You dead ass?
I am dead ass.
I'm not going to lie and tell you there are not matches that I want to see because I think that both of the Owen Hart tournament finals I want to see. I think Toni Storm and Mina will be good, and I think the Anarchy in the Arena will be good. Everything else, I don't care. As far I'm looking through it on Fightful, and it seems like there's one match on the buy-in, which is the pre-show, and that's Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford against Anna Jay and Harley Cameron. And it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 matches. But that Anarchy in the Arena on its own is going to probably go on for an hour. So, again, if somebody can let me know how I can watch AEW tonight, appreciate you. Anyway, so let's, looks like we have the Paragon, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly. How many times are they going to change their name? Weren't they the Undisputed Elite or, I don't know. All right, but they're back together, and they're going to go against the Don Callis family, who now, wait, Josh Alexander? Wait, Josh Alexander is in AEW? All right, well, Josh Alexander is in AEW. I don't understand these factions, but that match is happening. Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher. All right, well, that match is happening. If I had to pick one, I'm going to pick NXT. I'm going to pick NXT because I'll probably be watching NXT during that match. Guillau, que es la que hay, mi amor. Espero que estés bien. Saludito. I am half and half on the Stephanie Jordan Grace. I want them both to win and neither to lose. I'm with you, Simply. I feel like they both need to win. But in my opinion, if you're going to keep Jordan Grace in NXT longer, she can't keep losing. She can't. Like, we had this big, strong force that looks like she could kick all of our asses, losing every fucking title opportunity she gets. It's not fair. All right, so you guys are telling me that I'm going to go with your prediction here, and all of you guys are telling me Paragon, Undisputed Era. So we're going to go with this Adam Cole group. Great. For the for the Continental Championship, Kashosha or Cody. No, he's not even blonde anymore. Against Speedball Mike Bailey. I don't see Okada losing here. Not to Mike Bailey. I'm going to go with Okada. Simple. I don't know. I cannot wait to see his little coin drop entrance. That was sarcasm. AEW Tag Team Championships. We had the Hurt Syndicate versus the Sons of Texas. I'm going to go with the Hurt Syndicate. You want to know why? Because we hurt people. We hurt people. It's so fucking catchy too. I hate it, but it's so fucking catchy. Bro, when I went to Fourth Rope in Vegas, what's the name? Westside, the rapper. He literally came out and sang "We Hurt People" for like 5 minutes. He just kept saying "We hurt people" in the show. So the Fourth Row show in Las Vegas, it was supposed to start at midnight, but it started late. I think they had the Joey Janela show before it, and that show went over, so it took them forever to clean the venue and get it ready for Fourth Row. So I can't even tell you what time Fourth Row started. Let me see if I took any videos so I can see the timestamp. But it was so fucking late. It was so fucking late, and the last thing I needed was this motherfucker. Weird people. For like 10 minutes, I was like, bro, I like you. I like your music. I love Four Rope. I love this concept, but let's get to it. You know what I mean? Like, why was he... My God. Wait, is this from it? Heels Have Eyes. Yes. Okay, found it. By the way, here is a picture of it. Okay? I really was there. And the timestamp is 2:22 a.m. Why in the fuck am I out watching wrestling at that time of the day? WrestleMania weekend, baby. All right, let me see. So, is this it? Wait. Oh my God, I think this is it. Bro, 10 fucking minutes. 10 fucking minutes of that. And it was 1 a.m. I was like, nah, bro, get to it. We can get to it or you're going to get hurt. I was there to see Nick Nemeth. He didn't even lose. He didn't even win. But anyway, where people... Anyway, sorry, that was 2 story times today. It's the coffee. I'm all hyped up. But I'm all jacked up on mutton too. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the prediction. The Hurt Business will win. Bro, that shit for 10 straight minutes at fucking 1 a.m. We hurt people. All right, you get the point. Anyway, so yeah, I have Hurt Syndicate winning. Which one is worse, Fiend or We Hurt People? I would listen to that over Fiend anytime. Papi, café con leche lo hice ahorita, ya está acabando, ¿viste? All right. Her Syndicate definitely wins. We have Daniel Garcia and Nigel McGuinness versus FTR. All right. I know that I haven't been watching the product, But what happened with FTR feuding with Cope? What happened with FTR feuding with Cope? Fiend is what you torture prisoners with. Well, you better be ready because there's rumors. There's rumors that Travis Scott might be coming back for that tag match. I don't know. I thought FTR was feuding with Cope. That's where it was when I last left it. But now they're gonna fight Nigel McGuinness and who? How can I forget? Oh God, Daniel. I fucking hate Daniel Garcia, bro. I don't know. I don't get the Daniel Garcia thing. I do not get the Daniel Garcia thing. Yo, can somebody make a remix between Fiend and We Hurt People and send it to me? I don't know. One of you guys knows how to work a soundboard and make me like a... Maybe I can have AI make it. I don't know. Make me a remix between the both. Just put them both in there. And whenever I'm depressed, I will play it over and over again. Anyways, I can stand Daniel Garcia. But I also can't stand FTR. I like Nigel McGuinness, so I don't know why he's fucking in this match. We will be watching NXT during that match, but if I had to pick a winner, I feel like AEW really likes Daniel Garcia and Nigel, but I feel like FTR probably could use the win. I'm gonna go with Daniel Garcia, man. They love him. Daniel and Nigel will probably win. But Josh was telling me I don't trust Nigel. Ooh, I don't trust anybody except for my dog. All right, stretcher match. Ricochet versus Mark Briscoe. We Hurt People. All right, I'm gonna go with Ricochet. I don't know. I like Mark Briscoe a lot. I just don't see him winning here. I hope he does. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. That is the bigger problem here is that I honestly don't care. I just find myself not giving a single fuck about some of these matches. Now, this match I want to see just because of the violence, and I think it's just going to be such a shit show. The problem that I have with this match is that we saw half of it at the end of Dynamite on Wednesday. They gave us 10 minutes of Anarchy in the Arena to close out the show. Hi, Felly, baby. So it's like, why am I even going to watch the pay-per-view if I already saw like 10 minutes of it? But we do have an Anarchy in the Arena match at Double or Nothing tonight. And that is Kenny Omega, Swerve Strickland, Willow Nightingale, and the Ops, which are Shibata, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Samoa Joe, versus the Death Riders, John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, Marina Shafir, and the Young Bucks, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. There's one more wrestler in there. I will not mention him because fuck Willa Yuta. I don't know. Given the fact that the world champ, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to say the Death Riders win. Just because the world champ is in it, but they could just pin anybody. You know what I mean? They could totally, like, tie up. Who was it that they had hanging? Was it Darby? Was it Darby the one that they had hanging in one of the fucking Anarchy in the Arena? Is Darby back from Mount Everest? I never thought I would be begging for Darby. Is Darby back from Mount Everest? Yes. Like, something needs to happen here. But I'm going to say the Death Riders. Let me know who you guys got in the chat. AEW Women's Championship match. We have Toni Storm versus Mina Shirakawa. I love Mina a lot. I love her vibe. I love her entrance music. I can't believe they try to change it. But Toni Storm is going to win here. And Felly says Willow and Marina should do the entire match. I think Tony's going to win here, but I think it's going to be a fun match. And it's going to probably be very sexual and violent. So I'm going to love it. Now, let's talk about the meat in the bones, which is the Owen Hart Foundation's tournament finals. And I believe the winner of these matches will go on to have the title matches at All In Texas, right? That nobody's going to watch because, well, I don't know. I might actually, oh my God, I can't believe I'm about to say what I'm about to say. I'm going to slap myself before I even say it. Hold on. Oh! I think that weekend, well, you guys start telling me All In starts early. I was thinking about just watching All In and then watching Saturday night's main event after so we can skip on the commercials. Saturday night's main event is a better watch if not live. Deadass. Anyway, so we have Hangman Adam Page against Will Ospreay, and I have a confession to make. Because, first of all,
Put the fries in the bag. You washed, Unc.
I really enjoyed Will Ospreay's work. I love his ring. I love his vibes. I love his entrance. I love his music. But lately, I found myself liking him less and less. And then I figured out that the reason why I like him less and less is because WrestleOps over on Twitter keeps fucking quoting him on interviews talking about WWE. And it's like really funny because it's very specifically WrestleOps. I don't know if somebody's paying WrestleOps to tweet out these fucking quotes from the interview. Like, stop doing interviews because it's actually like, I was like, why did I stop liking Ospreay? Like, where did he... It was like, I don't know how to explain it, but I was like, I really liked him. Like, I did. And I was like, when did I stop liking Ospreay? Like, what happened there? Because, like, he came out... I thought that promo was boring, the first half of it. On Wednesday. I was like, I really liked him. He was like my favorite thing in AEW. I am very convinced that it's these fucking interviews and these fucking quotes that I keep seeing throughout social media. And I'm not even clicking on the interviews or watching the clips. I'm just like reading these headlines as I scroll. I muted WrestleOps. I'm sorry. I did. I'm like, I can't. You're trying to sabotage it. So you guys know I have half of the IWC muted. Facts. Even some of my own friends are fucking muted, okay? So, so here we have Hangman Adam Page, and we have, turn it up, bro. Turn it up. And we have Will Ospreay. And, yeah, so the winner of this will be getting the world title shot. Is Hangman a heel or a face? That's a real question. The world title shot. Yeah, I sound fine. Is Hangman a heel or a face? I still would love to see Will Ospreay win because then he will go to Forbidden Door with the title, as he mentioned on that promo. So, hang on page. I'm gonna say Ospreay. I think like there's only so long you can have. Oh, yo, mute is the best. I mute people that post like spoilers or things that I don't want to see, but I also mute haters. And listen, I don't know if this is a way of life, but if you have somebody that is like what you consider a hater on socials, I think that muting is better than blocking because then they just talk to themselves. And I love the fact of them sitting there taking the time to type something to you that they think that is going to get you and is going to piss you off and you never even see it. Like, and they keep waiting to see your reaction and you never fucking see it. Man, that's petty. That's petty. Blocking is not petty. So I'm going to say Ospreay. Hangman is a tweener, right? I don't understand if Hangman was a heel or a face. But I think Hangman has been here long enough. I think Ospreay, it's his time. He's done. He's lost to a bunch of people. He's also had some great matches. I think it's time to give him the opportunity. And I think he could be the hero that dethrones Moxley. So, yeah, I'm going to say Hangman. Now, here we have Mercedes Moné versus Jamie Hayter. And I am like 99% sure that Mercedes Moné wins here. I don't know if she wins against Toni Storm, though. We're going to give her all of the fucking titles like that? I mean, maybe. I think Mercedes Moné wins, but I think the match is going to be fun. So I think Moné and Ospreay will win the finals. That's my thoughts on tonight's shows. We're going to figure out. I'm going to probably put one on my phone and one on the iPad like we did on Friday with TNA and SmackDown. And whatever is the most interesting happening at the moment, that's what we will pay attention to. However, oh my God, I didn't even save the fucking logos that I need to make the bingo card. Let's make a quick bingo card for this. I don't even know how, I never made a dual bingo card, so I don't even know how we're gonna make this card. I'm not gonna make two bingo cards because I'm not gonna be able to pay attention to both shows. So we need to make it very generic. We are people. All right. NXT Battleground logo. PNG. All right, give me 1 second, babes, because I wasn't prepared. I typically come more prepared than this, but I just kind of went live. You know, I was like, I'm going to wing it. And I just been sitting here talking shit with you guys. And it's actually been fun. We need to do more daytime streams. Lo único interesante es Hangman. I think the Anarchy in the Arena is going to be a shit show. That gives me such joy, them talking to themselves. Bro, facts. You know it. AEW Double or Nothing logo, PNG. I can't believe Double or Nothing is not in Las Vegas. It's the first time they're not doing it in Vegas, right? I need a picture of Femi. No, we're gonna put Stephanie Baker. Fuck that. Stephanie Baker. She's hotter. What is that picture? Please, please be so for real, Google. And who do we want to put from the AEW side on the bingo card? Who deserves the spot? Do we put Ospreay? Let's put Ospreay. Do we put Ospreay with an iHeart Triple H? You know what? You're right. We'll put Tony Storm. We'll make it a ladies edition bingo card. Tony Storm, PNG. All right. Let's do the damn thing. I don't even know. That is not my timeless Tony. There we go. I don't even know what we put in the middle because I typically put Aubrey Edwards. You stop right now. You stop that right now. All right, let me delete all the excess from last night's bingo card and we'll get to work. Last night was a good bingo card. We did really good. I hope one of you guys is watching, like, I don't even know how we're going to watch both of these shows and try to keep up with the bingo card. But I think AEW is going to actually finally have a short, what is this? What is going on here? I think AEW is finally going to have a decent time pay-per-view. I don't think this one is going to, there's no way they make this go on for like 5 hours, right? I should not doubt them. But I doubt that they can make this go on for like 5 hours. Because, I mean, Anarchy in the Arena is going to be at least a 40-minute match. Once I delete all the excess, I'll share my screen with you guys and we'll start making this bingo card. I'm not looking at the chat right now, so I'll get back to whatever you're saying in 1 second. Why do I have so many double thingies? Overall, I'm not excited for half of the matches on both of the events tonight. I think someone in the chat tonight will help keep up with the AEW part. Yeah, you just jinxed it, Isa. Now it's gonna go 7 hours. Don't you put that evil on me, man. No, they've been keeping it to 4 hours the last few ones, right? I don't even know. We are people. I'm gonna be singing that the rest of the fucking day now. All right, we're done. I think if we make it, I think if we make it generic enough. What is going on? I'm messing up my own bingo card. Why are you doing this? Stop it right now. No, this. Oh my God. Guys, I am struggling. Okay. That was scary. All right. I locked something and I didn't realize that I locked it and it screwed up my whole fucking design. All right, let me see what you guys are saying and then we'll go ahead and start making this bingo card. Baby Shark. Why are we singing Baby Shark? 30-minute long dance routine. Are they gonna have, that's gonna go in the bingo card. It's music playing for the entire fucking Anarchy in the Arena match. All right, so here we are. Let me go ahead and upload the pictures that I just put in. We have Stephanie Baker. We have, oh my God. All right. So first we need to get rid of Selena and Jay and Dad. Okay, so we're going to keep the generic ones. Heel turn, face turn, blood. Stop. He's already dead. There's a couple that we can keep in there because they could work for both of these. Hey. Wrong thing. Why are we doing this? Hey, why do you have a background? This is really how I struggle with this when I make it. Wait, I don't like this color. Let's change it. We're gonna make it. Should we go? No. 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 We'll go with that one. All right, we have Battleground in Tampa over here, and then we have Double or Nothing. This is the shittiest logo in history. Hold on. I gotta find a new fucking AEW logo because what the fuck was the quality in that? AEW Double or Nothing logo. That was terrible. Even the fucking Battleground was is kind of ass, but it's not that ass. All right, let's see if this one is better. Let's see if this one is better. How long till Moxley bleeds? I like that one, Gary. I like that one. It is an Honor King the Arena match, so I would think that he will bleed tonight, right? I think. I don't know. Delete this fucking ass logo that you... Okay, this one. Let's see. Look more. No, this one is ass too. Let me remove the background. What? All right. All right. Apparently, there's no good quality logo. Let me... Okay, these people usually have good ones on their website. Let's see if this one works. We heard people. It should not be splitting 100%. A nice recommendation, try searching for the... Yeah, no, I know. Lego, you know how long I've been making these bingo cards? But I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you. You're talking to me like the people on Twitter were talking to me like when I was asking about Thriller TV. Like, I don't know. All right, we have Double or Nothing and we have Battleground. It's all good. Wait, why were you doing? Drew is staying home for a while and not going to be on TV. Then Papi is going to do damage. Wait, well, what does that have to do with Baby Shark? I forgive you. I forgive you. I appreciate the suggestions. It's just, I want suggestions on things I don't know. These bingo cards, I make them all the time. The problem is... Oh, this is cute. This is cute. Problem that I have is I don't like this bingo logo anymore. Bro, I don't even know. I don't even know what to put in this bingo card. I don't even know what to put in this bingo card, bro. Bruv. She doesn't even have both belts anymore. Wait, that's the wrong one. Sorry. She doesn't even have both belts anymore. Oh, I heard people Baby Shark. Yes, put broth. Broth should be the middle. Broth should be the free space, right? Coffee is the foundation of life. I don't know. I don't know. We gotta find a new bingo design. A tiny one. We need to have a broth square, you guys say. I don't think he's gonna say broth tonight. I don't think he'll even get on the mic. We should put Ricochet, why you bold? The fuck? Cedric Alexander showing up. Wasn't he on some showing Friends yesterday? I saw Hang Them High, the burner Triple H account on Twitter, talking about how Cedric Alexander was in... No, was it Cedric? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he posted a picture with Cedric. Am I crazy? Hold on. Let me look it up. Okay, I found a better Stephanie Becker photo where she's only holding one championship and not two. I feel better now about my choices in life. Because I have her in here with 2 championships. She doesn't have 2 championships. Bruv, he's not going to say I quit. He's no quitter. All right, give me this tiny little bingo thing. Oh, I like this one. I like this one. All right. Making the bingo card. Making my way downtown. I promise we'll start making squares shortly. I'm still freaking working on the freaking graphics. All right. Oh, Stephanie, you look so much better now. Not that she ever looks bad, but... All right, I'll show you guys and you tell me what you think. It doesn't have to be fancy. This is just for us. How's Roman doing? Show you. Don't know how he's doing? That's how he's doing. Doing the same thing he does every day. Taking a nap. Roman, say hi to the chat. Roman, mira. Mira, look right here. I want to see you. There he is. He's doing fine. I'm taking him for a drive, or maybe a walk in a little bit. So we'll see. Oh, he's mad. He said, bitch, it's lazy Sunday. All right, tell me if you guys like it like this on the top. We have Stephanie Becker Battleground, and we have Toni Storm Double or Nothing with the cute little bingo graphic. That's as good as it's going to get, guys. What the fuck is happening outside? There's helicopters. Now I hear sirens. God be with us. God be with us here in Bayamón. All right, do we like it? It works. You're right. All right, perfect. So let me go ahead and delete the ones that don't qualify for today. We're not going to be eating for 5 minutes. Okay, those can stay. That's not for today. Do we keep the ref bump? Let's keep it there for now. We are not dealing with pirates today. Well, we might be pirating something, but... All right, Sammy's saying it's not going to turn here. So, no titles change hands. That could stay there. There's no big meaty man slapping meat. That could have been an email's definitely there. Surprise or return. Let me move them around so they're not on the same spot as yesterday. Aye, that was the wrong one. Sorry. Low blow can go. Post-match chaos. Put it over here. What the fuck was that moment? Poem and Bat 10. MJF Bat 10? Wait, MJF is not on the card tonight, right? Yeah, something's going down. I can ask. I know somebody that, like, can tell me what the hell's going on. I still hear more fucking sirens. I'm scared. All right. And we have 20 minutes of downtown video packages. We can remove that one. All right. Are we in agreement that we can keep all of these in? Well, we should, like, ref bump. We kind of put it in there for Cena because he keeps bumping. Oh, we have a super chat from Dangerous David, $5. He said, when you hear sirens and helicopters outside, you know, putting this bingo card together is dangerous. You know what? It might be dangerous work, but here in the city that I live at, that's normal noise. It's almost like New York City. New York City, you fall asleep to the sounds of ambulances. I live in a city that's known in Puerto Rico for not being the safest. So I live in a nice, quiet area of that city, though. So that is not a daily occurrence, but like every other day. But you know what?
You look at that, Kevin. It's the police.
I know somebody that works at the 911 office. I can ask him what's going on. All right, so should we keep the ref bump or do we remove ref bump? That's the only one that I'm not sure if I want to keep it because I feel like we put it in there for Cena. We also need to figure out something for the free space. Maybe more. The Rock's wearing that's in the country. We don't have any greenery where I live. Unfortunately, that's where my mom lives, Samantha, because she lives out in the mountains and all that. Here, there's no green. It's all fucking concrete. You Lego, fuck off. Fuck off, Lego. All right, in the middle, let me just look up something cute. Let me look up something wrestling, you know, because this is a dual bingo card for once. What are these graphics? Wow, these are mad lame. Let's take it to the mat. Who says that? Oh my god, I don't like any of this. All right, let's put this cute championship in the middle. How about that? That's our free space for our dual bingo card. All right, before we start filling up squares, ref bumps. Should it stay or should it go? Tell me in the chat right now. I'm taking the first 5. Yes or no? Stay or go for ref bump? Do we keep it? In the meantime, let's go ahead and get into it. Stay. We have blood. Do we put a... Keep. Okay, so we're keeping decision made. We're keeping ref bump. So we have blood, so I feel like we don't have to put a Jon Moxley blood thing because we have blood in general, and that can be marked for anytime anybody bleeds. So we're not putting a Jon Moxley bleeding square. Because I feel like somebody's going to bleed tonight. We know that. So what do we do next? Let's talk about NXT. And let's talk about the matches that we care. We care about... What do we care about? Do we care about anything? Yeah, we care about Joe Hendry and Trick Williams. Should we make a Trick Williams leader Dark State square? Since a lot of you guys have been telling me that there's a that was not in my bingo card already, right? Where is it? Yeah, it's right there. Booker goes crazy for Stephanie. Well, that square should be. Oh, wait, what is it that he says? All right, you know what? I'm putting that square. I'm putting that square because that is actually one of my favorite things in NXT. Yo, I need you to relax and stay in the middle. So let's put that over here. Booker T simping for Stephanie. All right. All right, we got one. Booker T simping for Stephanie. All right, we got that one. We got that one, guys. We got it in there. So, do we want the leader dark stake reveal? I like that one because we're not putting it on Trick Williams, but we're putting it in there that leader could be revealed tonight. I want you over here. I want you over here. I'm mixing them up so people don't say that I'm keeping them in the same spots. What did we say? Leader or dark? What is their name? Dark State? Wait, you said true leader. So they're gonna become involved. Who is? No, my Apple Watch says it's time to stamp, and I just realized I've been here for over an hour. Wait, true leader. What was it? True leader or dark state? Thank you, Paul, for the suggestion. I need to do this more often because sometimes I don't know what to put. All right, we done 2 NXT, so let's do 1 AEW now. Remember, the matches that I care about in AEW are the Anarchy in the Arena, the finals, the Owen Hart Tournament finals, and Tony Storm Real Glass. Yo, I like that one. I like that. We need an AEW square. No one cares about this match square. Well, that could have been an email. I feel like that's that square. So that could be in the under. This could have been a golf cart is used sometimes in the match. That's a good one. That's a good one. But if it doesn't happen, remember, we want to get bingos. We want to get bingo. We have the stop. He's already dead, David. That's the OMG spot. We want to get bingo. So we want to make these squares actually attainable so we get drunk. How about, okay, so we know in the Anarchy in the arenas, they've involved fire, they involve glass, they involve cars. So how about they do something they haven't done before? What the fuck are they going to do? Let's not do that. We're like wishing death on them. I have no idea what to put. Okay, Anarchy in the arena, 40 plus minutes. Do we like that? And do we think that's possible? How long did the dark last? Let me look up. Anarchy in the matches. Stadium Stampede, Anarchy in the arena. How long have those matches typically last? 2 hours. 2 hours. Show goes on. I don't think AEW is gonna go on. I think it's gonna be about 4 hours. They have 9 matches. Somebody uses the ice machine. We got a Booker T spot already. All right, we're gonna put Anarchy in the arena match, 30 plus minutes. How about that? I think that's realistic. We are trying to get a bingo here, okay? So let's go ahead and try to make it realistic. Because we only got one last night. We would have gotten more. Oh, we forgot to put music playing the entire fucking time. All right. We need one more square for AEW, and then we'll go back to NXT. Show goes on until midnight. Yo, someone uses a cactus. That would actually be crazy, but no. Oh my God, KOD. If that happens tonight, that will pop me so hard. We had, who was it? Bear yesterday got a prediction that came through. So keep in mind everything you're saying in the chat right now. All right, so let's go to... Should we put Will Ospreay no sells every move? Should I put that? Should I do it? Should I be a savage and put Will Ospreay no sells every move? Last year, Anarchy in the arena was 29. See? So half hour is doable. Double or Nothing, that might be just worth watching for the comedy aspect. Agreed, Matt. Agreed. Bro, I low-key want to put Will Ospreay. Kick out at one, bro. That's a good one. All right, Lego, you got it. You got it. You got it. After a devastating move. Let me make sure people know that. The kick out at one is after a crazy finish. It's not just finisher. It's not after, it's not just any kick out at one. It has to be after like a crazy finisher because that's what AEW always does. All right. So I feel like we're going to fucking troll. We're going to be trolling so hard with this bingo card. This is why I can't make the bingo cards with you guys because we be trolling. All right, so we have kick out at one after a crazy finisher. Guys, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spots to fill. So let's keep everybody in AEW kicks out of everybody else's finishes. That happens in NXT too, though. Libation. Whitley, so good, I drink it neatly. All right, so come on, guys, we can come up with better than this. All right, I got a good one. I'm gonna put it right over here. We're trying to get bingos, remember? So let me put it here. All right. Ricochet being bold the entire match. Ricochet being bold the entire match. That's a great spot right there. That's a great spot right there. It's staying. I'm not.
I'm Kobe Bryant with it. I've been here 1,000.
Should we put Obafemi? No, Obafemi is not gonna squash Miles Bourne. I feel like Obafemi and Miles Bourne is gonna put on a great match. How often Monet adjusts her wig? Come on now, come on. I like that one. That table had a family. Yo, let's do it. Let's do it. You know what I like about these is that they're generic, so we can use them for both streams, and I like that because when we start getting specific, we have to be paying attention to specific matches. These we can be watching one or the other, and it would go for it. So let's go ahead and add. That table had a family. We're gonna have fun tonight. I just want to have fun. Because I don't care about half of the matches on either one show. I can't type. All right, that table had a family spot. Ricochet might murder Mark because he ain't playing around. Yeah. Yo! Adding it. I'm adding it. Fuck that. I'm adding it. That popped me so hard. Thank you, Samantha. Booker T falls asleep. Add it to the bingo card. No title changes is already changes hands. No titles change hands. That's already in the bingo card. We're going to see Tom Tax. You think so? Probably. Want to see everything. We have post-match chaos. Did I keep surprise debuts or returns, right? Yeah, I did. All right. Surprise debuts or returns is in here. All right, with Stop, it's already dead. Ricochet being bold. Post-match chaos. Blood, Anarchy in the area. Special appearance or return. Ref bump, face turn. Booker T simping for Stephanie. We need something good for this square. What could it be? What could it be? Issa Sims. I would never simp for Trick Williams. Come on now. Let's add it. Let's add it. Fine. Expose. Issa simping for Trick Willie spot. Yo, we're so getting bingos tonight. We're getting bingos on bingos on bingos on bingos. Jordan Grace wins. Shocker. I like that one. Let's put it over here. I would love to see her win. I really would. So let's go ahead and try and manifest it. But I don't want to see Stephanie lose, so... Jordan Grace get big W. Bam. Well, that can go in the same line as no titles change hands because we will cock block ourselves from a fucking bingo. All right, guys, we're down to 4 squares. We're doing good. I would never simp for Trick Williams. Come on now. I had one in mind and I forgot it. Should I put a Cirque du Soleil style sequence? Yes, I should because AEW always does that shit. AEW always be doing that shit, man. All right, give me this. Wait, how do you spell that shit? I forgot. Cirque. Like that, right? I know how to spell this. I want to make sure. Okay. Thank you, Google. If I don't spell it right, somebody's going to be like, you misspelled that. All right, Cirque du Soleil style sequence. You know what I'm talking about when they just start flipping and flipping and flipping and countering and doing like they dance. So, Ooh, Soul Snatcher spot. Match finishes on DQ. So let's go ahead and add a DQ/no finish to a match. We'll put it right over here. DQ/no contest finish to a match. We're almost done. We're almost done. Roman barks. Roman begs for Nugget Square. Look at him. He's not even looking at us. He's not even looking at us. I'm keeping him on camera. Tony fears for his little life in anarchy in the arena. Someone's security, safety, or life in danger spot. Let's put it over here. That one can go over here. Bam. Let me see if I can fit all of that in the tiny square. Someone's security, safety, or life in danger. Oh, we did it. Spot. This bingo card is a fucking mess. We have one last square. And if this bingo card gets hate on social media, it's on all 169 of you guys watching right now. Because most of this is your responsibility this time. One more square. What is it going to be? I'm going to come up with this one. Let me see. We have a blood square, Mikey. Are you not looking? It's right there. Joe Hen. No, Isa, don't say it. All right. Someone being a pussy. So the bingo card is a hot mess. You know it. No, Samantha, I can't. People get offended when I say how I feel about Joe Hendry. Oh my God. Anyways. We have to get a bingo, so we have to make it obvious for fun. Someone says bitch. No, Okada's in the card. That's like, you know. So I guess, you know what? We should be stupid. If we have a no titles change hands, we should put a titles change hand. But that would be too easy. We're trying to have fun here. Joe Hendry ducks. Oh my God, Joe Hendry spins. That's it. All right, Joe Hendry does stupid spin. That's it. Thank you for reminding me about Joe Hendry. That's it. Because you know that's going to happen, and then that way we'll get bingos. Guys, we did it. Here it is. Let's give it up for ourselves. We did it. This was a group effort. This was like a team building experience between us. We all made this bingo card happen. So now you guys have to tune in tonight to the watch along so we can play the bingo. This might be my favorite bingo card because like we really came up with this one together and it is mad stupid. All right, babes. You guys are the absolute best. I'm going to start signing off because I'm going to be back in a couple of hours to watch some pay-per-view with you guys. I'll probably be here around 7:45 with some nuggets. That's the meal of the night. We're going to be drinking the same thing we were drinking last night. I have Malibu and I have passion fruit juice. So we're going to be making some cocktails. And the nuggets are either going to be from the restaurant that I told you about. And if they're not on Uber Eats tonight, then they're going to be just simple McDonald's nuggets. Dale, Guilla, lo chequeo ahora, mi amor. I hope Roman is in a better mood tonight. Mira. Roman, you want to say goodbye? Okay, no, he doesn't. Dale, mi amor, yo lo chequeo ahora. All right, let me first thank everybody who donated. Of course, Dangerous David pulled up with 2 super chats. Sheldon, the professor, the CEO Jackson extended his streak to 269. Will he make it 270? He has a chance tonight. And Paul Kyoko with the super chat. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I love you guys. This is so much fun. I'm gonna tell you something. Whenever I'm doing a watch along for a pay-per-view from now on, I won't be making the bingo cards with you guys because that was way more fun than it needed to be. All right. I'm going to be posting the bingo cards all over so you guys can use it. I'm going to probably have it printed because I do got to go to Walgreens. So maybe I'll have it printed tonight. But yeah, so I love you guys. Tonight, I'm going to be watching both. One on the iPad, one on the phone. And the style of viewing tonight is going to be, I'm going to be paying more attention to whatever has my attention at that time. For NXT, there's a couple matches that I care about. There's like the tag team match I don't care about. AEW, there's a lot of matches I don't care about. There's going to be a lot of fluff. But we're going to make it through it. I am also going to be watching AEW, not the normal way. So I might be on a delay. Happy birthday to the tribal chief Roman Reigns. Turning 40. You guys know I like him grown and I like him sexy. So I never seen a 40-year-old look as good as my tribal chief.
Defending undisputed WWE Universal.
Pero got aging like fine wine. All right, guys, I'll see you tonight. Oh yeah, we got the Knicks too, but we'll have the Google thing updating the score for us, so don't worry. I don't know. If I watch them, they lose. If I don't watch them, they lose. I don't know what to do about the Knicks. I feel like I should just ignore it. Because when I ignore them, they win. Guys, I'll see you tonight, okay? Don't forget to pull up nuggets. Bring your own beer. Bring your cocktails. All of that. Thank you for your help. I'm going to put the bingo card up in a few minutes. Until a little bit. Adios. Mwah. Boop.